is January 26, 2025. Back in 2018, some men showed up. One of them was African American, 50 to 60 years old, wore a short top black hat. They called him Keith. He had a group of men, and they all said they worked for Michelle. Okay? They all worked for her. At Faith Valley Church, she showed up January, February 19 with a big truck guys from Florida. Okay? They were impersonating the FBI, working my case. And outside of there, they told everybody they were drug traders, they were human traffickers from Florida. According to police surveillance, Santa, she was with them. She told people she was, at first, Agent Will's daughter. Then she told everybody she was retired Judge Pete's daughter, or retired Judge Peter's daughter. Okay? That she could control those truck guys, those guys that were there, the ones that were telling everybody outside church they were drug traders from Florida. That she could have anybody drug, beat, raped, just had asses guys. Okay? She controls them. If you look up where even they said that they were drug traders from Florida, they worked for retired Judge Pete, or Peter. It's Peters, if you look him up. And where they said they were relocating people to Florida to a resort area, his arrest warrant in 22, the article of his arrest, they're people from Disney. Where the other group, we all work for the king from Texas, we are his men, Dave hired us, he's a drug lord. He's a fentanyl king. If you look up where they arrested him, they had a pipeline between Florida, Louisiana, and Texas. They were selling people. Now, if you listen to what those men even said that they worked for Michelle. Also, she said she was his daughter. She also said because she was a judge's daughter, they were above the law. No man's above the law. Okay? And they could do any kind of crimes they wanted because her dad was a judge. Okay? Wouldn't it be something if Michelle came out that she was Judge Peter's daughter from Florida? And he sent her up with those men to set up in Ohio to feed the people down there to sell. And that's why they worship her. It's sick. Like she's some kind of queen or god. And how they all like back into everything she says. It's morbid. It's like an occult calling like she's a god. Boss's kid? Well, he's in jail, so that makes her in charge now? Is she the guy running this? Because they all listen to her. And they'll tell you they all work for Michelle. The Henry Matthews Group. The big truck guys from Florida. The Michelle, the Lauren. The heavyset two girls, blonde girls. All with the Florida human traffickers, drug traders, told people they were. That they were working with for Florida. That's where even my neighbor Jim seen him here in town. My coworker Lori, they were in the bars. They told everybody they were drug traders from Florida. Well, they were drug traders and human traffickers from Florida. Same thing in Massillon. But Michelle at Faith Family Church said she could control it. She just has to ask them. That her dad was Judge Peter. But where were they from? It wouldn't be surprising if it came out that was his kid. The human trafficker that went to jail in 22 with 100 people, and these are the people they haven't got yet. Oh, yeah. Because under police surveillance, they have her saying she can control it. They also have them saying they work for her. And they work for retired Judge Peter. But they also say they're drug traders and human traffickers from Florida. See, that lie that she's Agent Will's daughter, and that big lie that I threatened her, I've never even talked to her. See, where Dave told people he had hired Pete on his own. It was Pete and his men in my home before. I found out through the investigator he's an old drug dealer from up there. Okay, a bunch of crackheads were in my home before. Okay? That's why I was being raped. It was drug cartel. Okay? Drugged and told to say stuff, photoshopping and washing, laughing in everybody's face, falling for the little drug scam. Okay? He had hired Pete on his own. It was Pete and his men in my home before. Okay? And she called the FBI hotline for help. Some agent showed up at the church, told everyone that she called the FBI hotline for help, and when she walked off, he had talked to him. He called him some agent. He didn't say Michelle's dad. He didn't say Agent John or Will. Some agent. He didn't know. Okay? December 9th, 18, I taped Dave. I never caught him with anyone. So if I never caught him with anyone, there was nobody to mean to or threaten, right? Exactly. So when she showed up, and where they said my one set of grandkids that they wanted the house for Auntie Shell and Papa, okay, and later on, they made everything up there again to protect, okay? Well, I thought it was Michelle Cowgill, a 50-year-old woman, was real mean to her first husband. I figured it was Sylvan White. Tried to kill me for that mean girl. Well, I'm sitting in Faith Family Church. Okay. January, February 19, I'm waiting for church to start. A bunch of teenagers come in. We're loud. I look back. One of them yells out, "I'm the one that dates her." I look back. She points at me. I'm the one that dates her husband. It's like me inside swift. Like, what on earth? I thought it was Michelle Cowgill. Look back, you don't look 18. Look back, you don't look 100 pounds. It's like, what on earth? I thought it was a drug cartel scamming up. Okay? And she's like, I can have anybody drug being raped. I just have to ask those guys. She can control them. And then she was saying how she spent the night with them and she's wearing one of their clothes. You know, spend the night with the drug cartel. I spent the night with the boys. That's what they call the drug cartel. I got the clothes off. I thought, He was supposed to sleep with my husband? I don't think so. I go to leave, and the undercover police walk me up. They try to set up her husband for going out with an underage prostitute. That's what I thought. She even legal? I thought, that's what I thought. Yeah, they're like, is she what, 15, 16? Yeah. One police officer said I pegged her at 14, 16, 90 pounds. Like a homeless prostitute. He's 60. If he's statutory rape. Don't believe a word out of her mouth. Okay? She admitted her group was, she was watching me in the bathroom. They were taping in the bathroom. Their group is the one that made fun of everyone for falling for their style tapes so far. Ha 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 ha. They were the ones at Faith Family Church impersonating the FBI selling the water. But they were also admitted they were drugging people and they could control anybody with their mind controlling drugs for 4 to 6 hours. They were the ones that tortured me, crushed my skull in, human trafficked me. They admitted they were, even heard that she was watching me in the bathroom. They were the ones admitting taping in the bathroom. Showers in the other room. Drugs and told to say it. They're the ones that even admitted they sold kiddie porn. My grandkids call them potty. Sold us all on porn sites. It was in the bathroom, me with Dave. She's sick. But she told everybody she was Judge Peter's daughter. And since she was a judge's daughter, she was above the law. They could get away with crimes. No, we can't. Under police surveillance. She said all that crazy crap. I didn't say a word to her. I would just let her run her crazy mouth. But there was an African American guy, short top hat, 50, 60 years old. They called him cute. Him and his men even said they worked for Michelle. And she could control the big truck guys. They were telling everybody else they were human traffickers from Florida. He's something that Judge Peters that went to jail with 100 people. But that is this kid, and she was sent up here to set up Ohio. Because if you listen to what they said in the mall, that they were drug traders from Florida and human traffickers from Florida. They were relocating people to a resort area in Florida. They even said they were drug traders from Florida and moving people to Florida and even let some doctor run experiments on it. Okay. If you look up the article on Judge Peters, he was arrested with over 100 people, people from Disney, the resort area. And we're the other group, we all work for the king from Texas. We all his men. Dave hired us. He's a drug lord. Look him up, he's a fentanyl king. If you look up the thing on Judge Peters, they had a pipeline between Florida, Louisiana, and Texas. And they were selling people. That's why they're up here scouring for more victims. But the way these people worship her like she's a god or queen is sick. She's the guy in charge, isn't she? Because she said she can control you, and you said you all work for her. Or in Judge Peter. It's actually Peter's. Because you're from Florida. Gotta listen to what they say. There's real people when you look them up that were doing this. That Michelle, yeah, she controls them. See, that's where that agent showed up and said that Karen didn't know who Michelle was till January, February 19th, not till she announced herself. I made sure of it. Well, she told me she threatened her. Well, you knew I didn't threaten her. I didn't even know who the hell she was. Dave verified on December 9th, 18th. I never caught him with anyone. So if I never caught him with anyone, there's no one to threaten. She flat out lied. They're trying to claim it's that agent's kid. You know how big I think this scam is? I don't believe it's the agent's kid, I believe. Flat out. It's that human trafficker's kid. And I'll tell you what, I think the scam is big enough that I don't even think Dave knows who she is. I think it's that bad. Because he didn't say Michelle's dad showed up. He didn't say Agent Will or Agent John. He said some agent. He's beating his men in her home before. He hired him on his own. The drug dealers, that's why he's being drugged, being raped. Drugged and told to say stuff, Photoshop washing, and a big drug scheme. So he didn't meet him till the church. One day your kid then, was he? And I don't believe he's 60, he was dating a 14, 16-year-old. So I bet he don't even know it. I think it's that bad. He just made the whole thing up. Because I never threatened her. Never even laid my eyes on her until that church. And I thought she was lying. And she was another scam from the drug cartel. I told you I think that Auntie Cheryl was a girl from the restaurant. March 18, does he think it's funny bringing her here? And sits down with the older parents. She rams her body in the booth, back of the booth. I said, who's that, Dave? He's like, I don't know. She kept doing it. They were talking about Dave by name. I said, Dave, who are those people? I don't know. Kept ramming her body in the back of the booth. I said, can I sit on your side? Yes. Then in 2020 or 21, I met Wood Forest. Same girl from 18. Walks up in like khaki denim pants and a t-shirt. Okay? Maybe 100 pounds. Blonde hair, bra strap. As if you don't know what's going on. Walked off. I thought I'd seen you before. Where have I seen you? It took me a while to think about it. I thought, you were here 6 months before the case at that restaurant. Does he think it's funny bringing her here? What the hell are you doing here? Then I got to thinking the parents, 70-year-old parents. Remember the old white guy with the white baseball hat, black glasses? The older white lady with white hair and the other two mean parents trying to wait for me to die from my injuries. I bet that's Michelle. And I bet it's Mary's niece. Because Anita and Pam were talking about it. Mary's niece was so excited the opportunity to date someone like Dave, she'd be willing to kill someone. Dave said he was excited he had never had anybody willing to kill someone for him. And they were talking about it. I just looked over at him. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I said, Dave, what are they talking about? I don't know. Yeah, I did. But that's Mary's niece. Because they were saying crazy crap standing over the corner. I'm pretty sure it was them. Because I was just so horrified of what they were saying. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, dude, what are they talking about? I don't know. Yes, he did. Well, it's just like Delano, it should be Delanoetti. Confronted David for the case started. You think you're better than her dating all those women. I'm dressed up. Heels, nice dress. Go to church. Okay? I walk off. There's a vestibule of people. Get a drink, clear my throat. I could feel my face red with anger. I walk up and I went, what is he talking about? You don't know what he's talking about, Karen. Yes, I did. But that girl, that church that showed up, that was with the Florida human traffickers, she flat out lied that I threatened her. I've never even talked to her. Never. Ever. Made up the whole thing. With her making up the whole thing, I bet Dave don't even know it. I think it's that bad. I think Angie Shell was the girl from the restaurant. 3-7 meet parents waiting for me to die for my injuries. Officer Mark and John should know who they are. They were around me enough in 18, 19, 20, 21. Got it? Alright. And I doubt that was that agent's kid. Because if Dave didn't know him, he didn't know his kid. Oh, Pete has her friend. Pete don't have anything unmessable. You can't. I'll be like that Lauren and the it was either Lauren or Michelle, the big heavy set blonde girls had her hair French braided in a blue car. Memorial Day weekend of 21 yelled at the goons for Ravenna. Are you crazy? You can't enter a drug confession. No, we just found out they dared her and told her what to say before. That was 21. It's like bullshit. They were announcing it at 18 where that little old man who showed up and said he worked for Dave stabbed me with a date rape drug, tried to lie I had sodium pentothal reports, and something about a wrong nightgown and tushy light. Had Dave debunk it. Then they were laughing how they drugged me and told me to say this, that, da-da-da-da-da, where I had bruises going up, almost passing out, severely infected, that they were keeping me so stoned up there it wasn't even funny they were playing with me. It's a drug cartel. It's not funny playing with a human being like that. That's not funny. They watching me in the shower or washing myself, take a video of that. I don't even know they're watching, and then putting that in another room. You know, construction workers in 23 said it was like a mean teenage star. That went way too far. Taping her, showering and washing her, then putting that in another room. That's a mean teenage star. And then Ruthie and a drink and tell her to say something stupid. They were beating raping her. It went way too far. Oh, honey, it went way too far when they were taping me showering. Went way too far. See, at that age, everybody knew December 9th, 18. I never caught Dave with anyone. He confessed. So there's no one to be mean to or threaten. It was another made-up scam for people to help out in this. I'm gonna upload this.